reality.
You going to miss Living Color, or is that just going to be kind of like, well, that was like elementary school? And
I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on. Although, you know, before I found out that that they decided to just kind of let me go and say goodbye, I was already, you know, creating ideas for the next season. You know, Mothman was one that I was pinning a lot of hopes on. It's just this guy. You know, and I just flutter around in the lights and fly into closets and, you know, ruin people's clothes.
Well, I'm sure you'll have somewhere to use that. Just write it down, keep a card file.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Mothman, maybe when you're 60,
yeah,
it'll come back. This whole thing, watching The Mask, I love when he dances with the police. That's my favorite scene in the whole film. Do you have one that you liked more than others?
I think, you know, it was funny when we did that scene. I mean, there was so much energy that went into that scene. That and it was so exciting that, you know, the next few days of shooting regular scenes was just a drag.
Basically, you're
drag.
a frustrated Desi Arnaz. Let's go ahead and tell it
right.
today, aren't
That's
we?
right. Yeah.
You're a regular Cuban.
No,
Jim.
it was like being Fred Astaire on acid or something. It was just, you know, out of control, you know, energy going on, and it was an honor to be on, you know, like the Warner Brothers lot on New York Avenue, and, you know, where people have done some great things, and you know, I could call on everybody and saying, you know, you wouldn't believe what we're doing, and, you know, it's just a dream come true.
And you went overseas to promote The Mask already, and what do they think about you in France? They've seen Ace Ventura.
Yeah, they're, you know,
I'm sure they're
hoping
saying
for
that.
a successor.
Yeah, they need a new Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ah,
But,
Dane.
you know, all I heard over there was Gerard Depardieu, you know, like that kind of thing. Large crowds would like file by, and all you'd hear is Gerard Depardieu, you know.
Maybe they'll say that about Jim Carrey soon.
You never know.
Jim Carrey. All right, nice seeing you again.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Good luck. Can't wait
Thank
to see
you.
the next thing.
Yeah.
Whenever that is.